There is a rap civil war going on right now, and you have no obligation to be involved in it. I was originally going to make this video about the different tribes in hip hop and how it has basically made hip hop not as fun as it was even maybe a couple years ago, and I'm still going to cover that in this video. But someone described it perfectly what happened in 2024. It was a civil war between one side that believes hip hop as a culture has to stay pure, pure to its roots, and discards things like pop raps and does not like the rise of it, and they think it should be pure, talking about certain issues, and that's all it should be about, that type of stuff, gangster rap and jazz rap, and keeping to its roots. Another side that thinks everything can be involved in rap, pop rap, lyrical rap, gangster rap, and that everyone, can have a good time and it can still be part of the culture. Now, I just want to say here, I'm not saying you can't have your own personal beliefs on the ongoing rap civil war. That would be dumb to say that. Personally, I believe that all different types of rap can thrive in this space: gangster rap, pop rap, lyrical rap. And I also believe that certain people in the industry turned on Drake because either for personal reasons or jealousy. I do think that is an aspect of it, not the only aspect, but definitely an aspect. This video will be broken down into two parts. First part is the rap civil war, and the second part is the tribalization of hip hop. Hope you enjoy. On March 22nd, 2024, Future and Metro Boomin's collaboration album We Don't Trust You released, and on that there was a song featuring Kendrick Lamar called Like That. This is when the rap civil war officially began. Kendrick, for all intents and purposes, declared a war on the Big Three, the other two members, Drake and J. Cole. J. Cole released a diss, deleted it, and then it was just Kendrick versus Drake. Two very big artists for two very different reasons. Kendrick Lamar, someone for who the past couple decades has talked about racial issues, women's rights, morality, and is, for all intents and purposes, a lyrical rapper. Then you have Drake, who has a lot of commercial appeal. Drake, who has a strong and dedicated fan base globally, and does a variety of stuff. He does all types of rap. Some lyrical, some just fun for the ladies, some for the dogs, as he says, and some R&B, and even some pop rap, and dance hall, and he does all sort of stuff. Anyways, multiple disses came out from both Drake and Kendrick, and it was kind of seen as very close up until Meet the Grams and Not Like Us. And Kendrick Lamar was seen as winning that battle. There is a side of but people, the war is not like over. Kendrick's side, who believe hip hop is an art form. While both sides believe this, they think it should stay true to its roots, and you should be sticking to rap. People like Drake, who try different genres, it seems, as taking from different cultures, it is seen as, rightly or wrongly. I think wrongly, but this is for everybody today's video. Kendrick fans, Drake fans, whatever side you are on, this is for everybody today. But that's how one side sees it, a fight for the culture, a fight for hip-hop and its roots. And the other side sees that as hey, we think a lot of people should be brought in. We should think you can do genres and you can do rapping, you can do all of this and still be a part of the culture. So now we're going to get into the second part, which is the tribalism that's happening in hip-hop right now. So basically, after the Kendrick-Drake rap battle, in forms of Reddit and Twitter, you have to pick a side. You have to be a Drake fan, and on that side of it, with 21 and a few people on his side, or Kendrick's side. You cannot give your flowers to both in these Reddit communities, in these Twitter communities. I've seen it on both sides in these communities. In Drizzy's communities, with very rare exceptions, can you give Kendrick or any person that's perceived as Drake's ops credit for anything. You cannot say you enjoy their music. You cannot give them credit for anything they've done. I've seen some few exceptions, like when T-Pab was ranked pretty low, and then some Drake fans were like, yeah, this is ridiculous. That was placed below this. But that was about it. I remember Drake maybe doing it in the new Clips album because Pusha T was on it. Like, oh, this is so bad. Even though a lot of them I feel like did not even give it a chance. I still haven't checked it out, but I am going to check it out. But a lot of the reasons I didn't check it out is because I was deep in this tribalization. from May to probably a couple weeks ago, I got really deep into it. I was like, okay, I'm not gonna listen to Kendrick, even though I really like his music. Like, truly, Drake is my number one, and Kendrick is my number two, for very different reasons. And basically, I blocked one artist out. It's on me because of tribalization. I even recognize at certain points, like, yeah, but you gotta fit in. So people say that's so stupid of you. But like, let's not act like none of us have ever gotten into peer pressure or fitting into different tribes. So yes, it's on me, but other people have experienced that as well. That being said, Kendrick's community also did it. I saw a post the other day. People were like, let's Kendrick and Drake fans agree we can both like our artists and we can be at peace. And everyone was like, fuck that. No, fuck Drake. Fuck his fans. I remember I even posted it in a smaller country community who was usually more positive and better about this stuff. But even when they were like, no, I don't care with this post because of a cringe post about being fine with the other side. And I was like, is this an actual civil war? You are not the artist. You are not Drake. You are not Kendrick. It's not like you're one of his friends. I get it. If you're one of his friends, like 21, you had to pick side and stuff like that. That I kind of get. But at the same time, someone like Eminem has done a great job at just staying the fuck out of it. I don't think he said shit. And I think he's played it very well. He's like, I'm not getting involved in this shit. J. Cole, he got in, did a pretty bad diss, and he did it really wrong. He should have just stayed out completely. And but it is a big problem, and I think these Reddit and Twitter communities make it that the tribalization, if that's even a word, worse. I truly think they make it worse. Now, for the past couple weeks of November and coming into December now, I have just been listening to what I want, and that has been putting a lot more Kendrick into my music diet. And you know what? Especially at first, it might sound dramatic, liberating. Grand concept, listen to what you want to listen to. I wish I would have snapped out of that whole fitting in of it aspect, because I found smaller Reddit communities that are a lot more positive and you can actually like what you like. I've noticed smaller communities are just much better and you can have much more fun and intellectual music discussions. This person all bad because he did bad things in the beef. Or this person all bad because blah, 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 blah. It is a liberating feeling in a way. To just be like, fuck that. I'm not the artist. I'm not the artist's friends. I have no obligation to fight tooth and nail for this person. Obviously, you can defend them on certain things. I'm not saying you can't have your beliefs. I'm not saying you can't feel a certain way about how someone acted in the beef or your side in this civil war. While this is for everyone, I'm just giving my beliefs. I did not like a lot of the ways Kendrick acted in the beef when it came to some of the pedophilia accusations he made on Drake and the daughter stuff. And I recognize he won. Lies are allowed. But I still don't necessarily like the lies he was telling because I think they were kind of bullshit. I do think they're complete bullshit. So I don't agree with every Drake action or how he's acted in some ways. No, there's some things that are definitely morally questionable. I'm not going to say, like some Drake fans do, that the guy's insane. But I also don't like Kendrick did. But that's not really what this is about. I am more on the side. Everyone can be in this pretty much. As long as you respect the culture, you can do other genres, you can bring other things into it. That's fine. That's where I land. And if you land on the other side, that's fine. But writing off the other person is just so stupid. And that's just because you do something stupid doesn't mean you're stupid. Because I did it. I was stupid for it. Doesn't mean I'm stupid, but I was stupid for it. But yeah, the bottom line of this video, listen to what you want. I also noticed on TikTok, a lot of people who do like Drake do listen to Kendrick and SZA stuff. And, that's great. I think we need to promote that. We need to promote that we are not the artist. We are not their closest friend in the world who has to fucking defend them all the time and write the other side off because if we don't agree with all of their actions. Because the fact is, a couple years ago, Drake fans thought Kendrick was good. I would probably say there's a lot of Kendrick fans who at least liked some Drake songs. Obviously, they might be more incompatible for music tastes, and that's fine. If you generally don't like Kendrick or Drake, that is fine. My point of this video is to listen to whatever the fuck you want. That's basically it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to do a lot more of these YouTube videos. I want to get some TikTok people over here, and hopefully some new viewers as well. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.